Alright, so our creativity is at 8, our smarts are at 11. Crank it up all the way to 11, huh? Fun and money. Don't combine those two ever again. Charm and fun are low. Now, I don't even know what a good meta is for doing this. Like, this is only my, what, 5th or 6th playthrough of this game? And I don't even know what my, I don't even know, like, what each... So I understand the concept of this game, right? In terms of, like, its mechanics. And mechanically, it is, you need to have certain amount of points in order to get through certain skill checks, right? That seems obvious. But what are those thresholds? And how do I know which one's which? And is it different for each path, or is it just absolutely freaking chaotic and random? So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go completely for smarts. That day you listen to your elders. Like, I'm just going to go smarts every time. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity of this high school. Plus 2 smarts. Liam and Scott are waving their phones in each other's faces. What about this one? Nah, I definitely swiped left on that one, bro. But this one's my best picture. But not even a picture of you. It's just a photo of a stop sign wearing a top hat. It's artistic? I don't know. Maybe if it was a picture of a fire hydrant. Well, it's not as if your pictures are in any way superior. What are you even doing in this one? Smiling? See? Unacceptable. But I like smiling. Are you sure it's wrong? Of course I am. Look, I'll even bring in an impartial third party. You're renowned for your Tinder success. What's your secret? I don't just smile with my face, I also draw smiley faces with my bare chest. I shock and amaze them with my custom Instagram filter, Sepia Mustache Enigma. Sepia Mustache Enigma? I've never heard of... I mean, of course I've heard of it. I'm the only one who's ever heard of it. But I got a new phone and my settings got all messed up. So do you think you can transfer it to me? Liam is clearly impressed by your filter game, but you don't expect him to ever mention it again. 2 smarts, 1 creativity. So I think improving creativity might be a good idea. I know I said that I'm just going to go class, school.
Let's go!
Yeah, class every time, every day. You know what, I'm just going to keep going to class. You thought that high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise. You gain plus 1 valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game, and 2 smarts. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavour of fangled potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double BBQ Massacre. Really? Could have looked like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh! Yeah, I guess it does. I could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty, though. Tasty? Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that the kind of jerky? No, Scott! Don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fangles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action, but if somebody was to suggest one... Assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos. Write an extremely mean blog post. Let's assemble an army of vengeful ghost guys. Ah yes, necromancy. The ultimate tool in the protester's arsenal. Oh! Can I ride a goat, can I, huh? Of course you can. Of course you can ride a goat. In fact, given your size, you'll probably need to ride several. What's a several? Is it a really big goat? No time to explain basic concepts, Scott. We've got an invasion to orchestrate. As long as you're reanimating things, you reanimate some severed goat heads too. They'll eat anything, which totally helps you clean your room. 2 creativity and 1 smart. At this rate, I don't even need to increase my creativity. This is going really nicely.
Let's go!
Alright, who am I speaking to? Definitely going to speak to Liam. And it looks like he's with my favourite character, Polly. You find Polly and Liam not eating as usual, you know, because they're undead. You know, the food in this cafeteria is really atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my Instagram. What? I don't even eat the food. See, this is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the two of us should have a cook-off? What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to. I've got a huge advantage though because I've cooked so many drugs. Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? Well, I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. The two of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. Two celebrity chef judges appear to critique the challenges. I think they're both equally horrible, said the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvellous, said the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge? Whose meal truly is the cat's pajamas? Liam's, because I think that glass jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley you sprinkled on top. Ha! In your face! Wolfgang sucks! That would be a better name for Scott! I'm not even a wolf! As a matter of fact, it would be a better name for you! Oh, what, because I'm a vampire? Wow, that totally makes sense! No, I just meant because you suck. Well, this sucker just vowed the judges with my blood tartar. It's raw, organic, free-range blood, unethically sourced from a local terrified human. And that parsley, farm to table. Or rather, farm to blood. I threw it in the blood. I like the colour, actually. It's well known that nobody knows what parsley tastes like. As you probably never will, because you're certainly not drinking any of that concoction. You tell Liam his prize for winning the cook-off is eating lunch alone with you. Slurp slurp. Slurp slurp. Eating lunch with a vampire.
Let's go!
Let's go, alright. So our smarts is still like ridiculously high. You're the first one in your class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at cliched movie tropes. You gain 2 smarts and +1 valuable life lesson that'll help you face the difficulties of being young. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See, even Vicky, a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders and at least some plus marks, is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott. We're social justice warriors, you see. You see, Vicky, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines! No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musclebod, the werewolf prince bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn that title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavouring to get Monster magazine to name someone from a more marginalised community as the sexiest creature alive. The sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guessed punching the magazine wasn't good enough. That's easy. All you need to do is solve everyone's body image issues forever is... Make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover, lean heavily into the warrior part, storm Monster magazine, and hold the editor chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as... let's go with this one. So creative. What a brilliant idea. 3-winged chupacabras are definitely an underdeserved population. I can't remember what that word said. I played some sports game against someone exactly like that. He always wants to be a model but never thought anyone would want to do pictures of him. Now we can. You can, and you do. All the pictures... you do all the pictures and make a mock-up of your own monster magazine. It goes hella viral, and before long it becomes more celebrated than the actual monster magazine. Pretty soon after, you get a letter from the editor-in-chief officially admitting defeat in the face of your superiority, and relinquishing his magazine and headquarters to you. Sweet! Now you have a magazine, which instantly brings you +3 money. Hey, I know you were about to move on to your next misadventure, but I just wanted to say real quickly. As pretty much the only girls in the school shaped differently than the rest of our classmates, it was really nice to see a 3-winged chupacabra celebrated over a royal werewolf bodybuilder. It gives us hope too, you know? Aw, that was actually real sweet. The coven is so much cooler when they're not babbling on and on about that end-of-the-world bullshit and expecting your help with it. It's way more fun to interact with your classmates when they're complimenting you instead. Alright. Is it just like there's less weeks? Let's go. There are less weeks to... Because I'm doing this on short, right? Is it just that there are less weeks until prom? Alright, class.
What's up?
Basically, you're probably going to end up losing your money in some stupid way anyway. Why not spend it here first? It's called being smart. I want a PR agent. No, I don't want a PR agent. I want creativity.
See you later.
You know what? Nice Bob Ross, by the way. Happy little accidents. You know what? All the profits made are donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet. She seems like a cool cat.
Let's go.
Well, absolutely we're going to want to sit here. You take your seat between the strongest and smartest men you know. Liam appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre looking food. Scott is looking about as confused as you are currently. But Liam, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's why they call it lunchtime. Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. Scott, if I had the capacity to eat, I assure you I would still ignore the actual contents of the food in favor of finding the perfect combination for a flawless Instagram post. Oh, I see. You're going to post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I'd be happy to eat your food for you. I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate these rare Japanese delicacies. Oh, they're Japanese? Do you have any Scott snacks? Scott snack... You know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. Eat whatever you want. Thanks, Liam. Oh, they look so yummy. I don't know where to start. Vicky, any ideas? Maybe your choice of snack can get one of these boys to want to snack on you in an innuendo way, not literally. I forgot they could both probably eat me even though I'm a Frankenstein monster. Obviously the lychee fruit-flavoured custard with a side of tofu and a drizzle of raspberry extract is the most superior food on the plate. Go for the brightly coloured bag of meat biscuits that somehow has an anime drawing of Scott's face on it that says Scott Snacks. Let's do this one. Oh, Vicky, I always knew you were a monster of impeccable taste. Actually, that isn't true. I assume everyone has horrible taste and a useless aesthetic. But in this case, it's pretty clear that this assumption does not apply to your beautiful self. Did I say beautiful? I meant your aesthetic is beautiful. Because we have the same aesthetic. The lychee custard picture has already gotten more likes than any other food on this table. And it's absolutely delicious! How could the way it tastes possibly have any relevance to a conversation about food? Liam, you're so smart that I don't even understand how that makes any kind of sense. Thank you for being someone whom I can actually discuss the important nuance of Japanese food pictures. That's the sound of... if you heard that, that's the sound of Scott burping. It appears to be you and me against a very ignorant world. Yeah, stupid everyone else for actually eating their food and not taking pictures. Thank goodness you and Liam have each other, XOXO. Hey, seems like we're doing pretty well. Week 3 evening. Okay, just don't fuck up this last.
Let's go!
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Okay, we're going to class. I think I win. That day your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your mind. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains plus 10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. Oh, you also gain plus 2 smarts. Hooray. You look over your shoulder to realize Liam has been staring at you for possibly the last 45 minutes. He's so silent. Hey. I was just wondering if you'd like to, perhaps, sit next to me in a large, darkened room while silently passing judgment on a popular film. And afterwards we could possibly adjourn. Possibly to an eating establishment, where I can watch and take artistic photos of you as you consume calories. Well, of course you would. You'd absolutely love to. Oh boy, are you two going on a date? What? No. What are you even doing here? Eavesdrop, eh? But what do you mean it isn't a date? Aren't you asking Vicky out to dinner and a movie? I'm not asking out anyone, and it was not a date. Dating is a cheesy, cliched artifact of a heteronormative I'm sorry, Liam. Well, if it's not a date, what is it? Damn, Coach, if you can't convince Liam this isn't a date, he may not go out with you at all. You think fast and tell them. It's performative art. Liam forgot to tell you we'll be wearing duck costumes the whole time. Haha, true to yourself. Oh yeah! I just got an achievement. Duck costumes? Duck costumes? Well, that changes everything! It does? Sure it does. I thought you two were planning a romantic evening when you were really just trying to show your school spirit. But the school's mascot isn't a duck. Well, of course not, but you know what they say. It's not the mascot that matters, it's the dressing up in a hot foam rubber costume. Your aphorisms truly are the best. Thank you! But I suppose dressing up as two giant ducks would subvert expectations to a delightful degree. It's settled. Later that night, you and Liam are kicked out of a movie theatre for being giant ducks. Liam writes a scathing blog post about it. It's the best not date you've ever had. You gain +2 fun and 1 smart. I think we won. Okay. We need to ask... I can ask myself. Right. Hi, Liam. Hi, Liam.
Oh, hey.
Let's go.
You finally pluck your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom? It's not that I love the concept of prom, but we need to be there if only to remind everyone we're cooler than them. It's almost a duty. So we should do it, huh?
Not bad.
Yeah! Look at that! Prom night was beautiful. For once, Liam seemed relaxed without feeling the need to act cool. He put all of his mysterious posing aside and told you a bit about the time he spent as part of the Coven, and about when he was in a K-pop band. You told him you admired that about him, and he had no issue trying new things. How he had no issue trying new things, as wacky as they might sound. He smiled and told you that when you're immortal, you need to explore life to the fullest, and always be eager to discover new things you might like. Then he said, and you know what? Coming to prom with you has turned to be such a new thing I seem to like very much. Ah, most likely to marry a zebra. What? Liam's quote, I'm over 400 and I'm still amazed at how stupid people are here. Yeah, I know, so stupid that they can't even say a quote without stuttering. That is literally right in front of them as they read it. Alright. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept living on our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness himself. While leaving the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of an athlete he admired the most. Now he's here again at high school working as coach. Oh, that is so touching. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in the war called you. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh yeah! Alright. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I will make sure these two parts of the episodes are stitched together in a convenient way, and I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Take care.